My cherished child, there is a stirring deep within you, a quiet current that speaks of more than just passing moments. I see the weariness you carry, the burdens of what now lies behind you, and the constant striving for acceptance from others. Do not let these shadows dim the ancient radiance I placed within your core. Understand this. The unrest you feel is not anxiety. It is your deepest being acknowledging a sacred truth, a moment I foretold long ago. This is the precise instant I have appointed my beloved a turning point that will alter all things. What awaits is not merely a change, but a holy release, an ascent into your divine core, an unveiling of the authentic self I shaped in stillness. This particular entry point, this path to an untainted and novel way of living, will not stay accessible forever. It is a unique journey into a special space, meant only for our holy connection. Will you step forward, my child, and embrace this profound significance, this breakthrough I have already begun within you? Let the way you live be your offering of gratitude. This is the genuine fortitude I have bestowed upon you, my child, not resentment or a desire for retribution, but a tranquil assurance with a distinct aim. Do not hold on to what now lies behind you, my beloved one. You are not simply departing from what was. You are advancing into something untainted and novel. Release anything that no longer supports your spirit, my precious child. Watch your thoughts carefully. Keep your surroundings clear. The very core of who you are holds too much value to be burdened by things that do not matter. I have brought a part of your path to an end, not with sorrow, but with deep reverence for all it contained. And what now awaits you is sacred. The journey you now walk is not for seeking approval or praise from others, my child. It is about moving ahead with me by my side. Listen closely to the gentle promptings I place deep within you. My presence is not a loud noise demanding attention. It flows within you like a quiet current, not with shouts, but by subtly shifting what needs to change. Hear, not just with your ears, but with the deepest part of your being, my cherished one. A significant transformation is unfolding, both within you and in the world around you. Though your sight may not yet perceive the proof, those attuned to my spirit discern its commencement. You are becoming new in ways others might notice but will never fully grasp. Do not trouble your mind with whether others understand. Your purpose is not to convince or to impress them, my child. It is simply to embody the one I created you to be, whole, aware, and reflecting truth. You are entering a special space, my beloved, set aside only for our holy connection, not meant for many. This phase of your journey is not for everyone. Not all will walk this distance with you, and that is precisely as it should be. The inner light I placed within you is neither harsh nor demanding. It is gentle, steady, and always present. The radiance emanating from your core is not recent. It is ancient. It is sacred. It reflects the image in which I made you. I am not removing from your life to leave you empty. I am making space for something holy to reside inside. What feels like an absence is making way for sacred fullness. The emptiness you sense is not abandonment, it is anticipation. You are being positioned for something far greater than what you once possessed. You cannot avoid this holy release, my beloved. You were destined for it. It was woven into your journey from its beginning. What is happening now is not random. It is the manifestation of my sacred purpose. Do not mourn what you are leaving behind. Rejoice in what you are rising toward. You are not simply changing. You are ascending into your divine core, your heavenly origin, your eternal identity. This season is sacred, and no earthly weight can stop what I have begun. This is not your collapse, my cherished child. It is your breakthrough. The coming apart you perceive is not your end. It is the unveiling of what has always been holy inside you. What seems to be dissolving is, in truth, settling perfectly into its rightful place. The profound transformation is not for a later time. It is occurring in this very moment. In this instant, with every breath, every passing second, a holy truth is emerging within you. This is not merely individual growth. This is my divine work. My beloved child, your journey is not aimless. I am leading you toward an expansive living reality that knows no end. You have arrived at a threshold, not one of your own making, but one I prepared. The space separating what has been from what I call you into is drawing close. You sense this, my cherished one. There is a stirring within your very being, a stillness that carries a soft, persistent call rather than emptiness. Unique moments, set apart, are now before you, and they will not recur. The window for your decision is not limitless. A sacred, narrow path is now visible. The timeless calls you onward. But this invitation requires your complete devotion. You cannot bring the weight of past sorrows into this fresh experience. My child, when your inner self is divided, true dedication cannot take root. Releasing what weighs you down, my precious one, shows no weakness. Instead, it is a deep expression of faith in me, revealing your full reliance in the deepest kind of bravery. If you choose to abstain, my child, let your reason be plain. When you converse with me, my beloved, let it be as vital as your very breath, a sustaining connection for your soul. Seek stillness inside yourself until your thoughts become calm. Let go of whatever dims your perception, my child, or reduces the radiance within you. This period is not for passive expectation of favorable outcomes. This is the precise instant I have appointed for you to get ready to embody the conduit I always knew you were. What awaits is not simply a future occurrence. It is a profoundly different manner of living. This fresh understanding cannot be fully grasped by your mind alone. It resides beyond the limits of moments, beyond your daily worries, beyond perpetual effort. You enter it by letting go, you maintain it through belief, and you reach it by a readiness to advance. You are not required to be flawless, my child. You are not asked to demonstrate anything. You simply need to be open. You do not need to feel competent or worthy. You simply need to consent. When your inner consent harmonizes with my direction, the whole world around you starts to transform. What felt heavy grows light. What seemed unattainable now becomes accessible. Life's swift current appears to ease. The line between what you sense and what remains unseen softens. You will start to observe delicate signs, brief insights into a reality more profound than your present grasp. This is not a figment of your mind, my cherished one. This is not an illusion. This is your deepest self joining with my being. When I make plain the way I have readied for you, my child, the events around you will fall into place without effort. Chances that appeared blocked will now become available smoothly, not through your exertion, but because your inner being now echoes my perfect design. Grasp this truth completely. This progression is not you reaching for me. It is my own essence operating within you. At this juncture, possessing every solution matters far less than simply resting your full assurance in me. Attempting to control every aspect yields to merely letting events reveal themselves. What seems like firm reality gently yields as my unseen touch directs it. Ordinary experiences take on richer significance. You will begin to perceive my careful ordering in the minor details of your path. For instance, someone arriving exactly when you require them, or hearing precisely the words that empower you when you feel fragile, or finding a fresh route emerge just as another path concludes. Connections become more transparent. Your understanding grows keen. You will sense this deeply within your very core, my beloved one, not merely in your intellect. A profound awareness of being led. Even a short distance into this passage, my child, you will observe old patterns losing their grip on you. The solace you once drew from simply persevering, from constant striving, or from apprehension starts to diminish. Why? Because I did not form you to be confined by dread or restricted perspectives. You were not meant just to pass through life. The genuine self I instilled within you was fashioned for an aim that reaches wider, penetrates deeper, and endures longer. You were not designed for customary ease, but for the resilience discovered in becoming the person you are destined to be. Right now, my precious child, you stand at the edge of a holy entrance. Not something your earthly vision can comprehend, but a spiritual gateway. A deep alteration integrated into the precise blueprint I maintain for your life's journey. That feeling of unrest, that vibrant energy you sense within, that strong impression that matters are shifting. That is not anxiety, my beloved. That is your deepest being acknowledging something it already understands. You have met this reality previously, not in your current physical form or this period of time, but in the eternal sphere where I initially spoke of the path you would tread. You have seen the indicators, particular visions reappearing, words heard repeatedly, instances aligning with a certainty that is clearly not accidental. These are not chance happenings, my child. They are communications, guideposts, specific points I have established to show you. This is the exact instant I foretold, the very season you have yearned for, the turning point that alters all things. But comprehend this truth, my cherished one. This point of entry will not stay accessible forever. This route is prepared, yet it demands your full resolve to advance. You must engage. You must answer. While my fondness for you, my child, is unwavering, limitless, and never absent, there are specific periods I have designated, moments arranged by my sacred intention. Distinct opportunities emerge, not to cause apprehension, but to quicken your soul. Some chances, if not accepted now, will not manifest in precisely the same form again. These occasions are not given to provoke dread, but to gently rouse your spirit from its deep rest. And this particular season, my beloved child, is one such occasion. This is not a time for pause, for waiting until you grasp everything, or for a more suitable instance. This is a sacred summons. The hour has been announced by me, the Most High. Your thoughts may struggle with the absence of every particular. Your feelings might crave absolute assurance before you go forward. But the way I have set before you is not traversed by knowing each nuance. It is traversed by trusting me. This is how your trust in me is demonstrated through your decisions. Moving ahead not because you hold every solution, but because you can lean completely on the one who beckons you. My call is not for you to bear every weight, but to set them free. Let go of seeing yourself as merely surviving. Put aside the self-image born of apprehension, of constant exertion, and of measuring yourself against others. Permit the former narrative to which you no longer belong to simply vanish, like fog lifting with the dawn. What lies ahead is not just a slightly better version of what has passed. It is your authentic self emerging, the self I shaped in stillness. I have always known the path meant for you. When you feel a weight or a distance from what used to define your days, understand this is not a sign of failure, my beloved one. Instead, it is my gentle hand leading you. I am easing your grip on what no longer holds true worth for the unfolding of your spirit. A period of unease or uncertainty might accompany this shift. Do not fear you are breaking. Rather, you are expanding. You are entering a space where peace replaces struggle, and your true impact comes from quiet strength within, not from striving outwardly. The old patterns are fading, revealing a simpler, higher way of existing. That deep sense you always carried, that there was more to life than you perceived, was true. What began as a whisper in your heart now stands as a clear call. This is the designated time for you. You are at the threshold of profound significance. What once seemed unattainable now feels within your grasp. You have recognized the signs, felt the change, understood your calling. I do not force your hand, my child. I merely extend an invitation. Will you step forward? This path is not about grand displays or sudden shifts visible to all. It is defined by the quiet power within you, a tranquil spirit, and a deep bond with me. It unfolds through decisions made in stillness, away from the world's noise, as you witness the person you are growing into each day. Every morning, before the day's tasks begin, turn your thoughts inward. Discover a gentle stillness. Rest in quiet, not for any outward purpose, but simply to be present with me. You do not need many words or long requests. Just bring your calm self. My presence does not seek loud declarations. It welcomes your gentle focus. As your day progresses, carry that inner calm with you. Whether you are working, exploring, learning, or simply at rest, hold to the awareness that I am close. Speak not to impress others, but to reflect my character. Let your deeds arise not from sudden urges, but from an understanding of my path. Pay attention to my gentle prompts, a soft thought to release past hurts, a quiet certainty to pause, a sudden impulse to extend grace. Respond quickly to these inner stirrings. Release what brings you sorrow without delay. Discard anything that does not belong to the person you are becoming. These quiet, small choices hold immense significance, my cherished one. They are holy. They turn ordinary moments into profound experiences shared with me. Be aware of what you allow into your mind and heart, not only what you take in, but what you see, hear, and interact with. You are now more open, more attuned to subtle changes. This is not a frailty, my child, but a distinct sign that I am preparing you for a more profound bond with me. Guard the peaceful space inside you. Value your times of quiet thought. This is not an added chore. It is essential to how you live. It is the very place where my voice becomes clear to you. Select what is plain. Choose what brings serenity to your soul and quiets your inner self. When worry appears, and it will, do not try to ignore it. Recognize it plainly. Then firmly remind yourself of this truth. Apprehension holds no sway over your direction. My strength, my child, is far greater than any fear. Look at the world I created, not to escape your current moment, but to gain insight. See how the strong trees bend with the breeze yet hold fast to the earth. Watch how the river finds its way around barriers without halting its flow. The world encompassing you serves not solely to sustain your existence, my beloved one, but to instruct you, to reveal the methods of the source who gave you life. If doubt begins to settle in, when you feel unsure or lost, shift your focus to thankfulness. Speak it clearly, say it aloud, let it fill your whole self. A grateful heart is a sure sign of my nearness. It is the path to inner peace. It is the feeling that welcomes my influence into your life. Above all else, understand this truth, my child. This is not a battle. It is not a fight you must win. It is a holy yielding, a deep promise to the genuine and enduring change already happening within you. Do not let these words vanish like a brief emotion or a fleeting thought. Let them become the very fabric of your living, a true constant direction you follow every single day. For the truths I have unveiled to your spirit are not intended solely for instances of intense feeling, but for the very bedrock of your everyday life. The still moments when your day begins, your approach to routine duties, difficult conversations, the private decisions made when no one else is watching. I have not simply touched your emotions. I have brought forth the true reason you are here, and this reason is lived out not in sudden surges of feeling, but by aligning yourself each day with my constant flow. This is the life you are approaching, a manner of living guided not by the need to prove your value or secure acceptance, but formed by placing your reliance in me, grounded by an internal conviction and infused with distinct purpose. Begin each day with a feeling of reverence. Do not hasten into worldly obligations before dedicating tranquil moments with the Source who gave you life. Even a short period of quiet before the day's tasks, before its pressures, can settle your entire self in what is true. Living a life dedicated to me is not primarily about your feelings. It starts with your willingness to hear and to respond. Hold your physical self as a holy space. Recall the gladness of our initial bond, my beloved child. Pause and remember the sense of being fully known and accepted, how everything felt alive and expectation was new. Let that memory lead you back to profound confidence. Life's challenges may have obscured your sight, but I remain unchanging. Here, watchful and loving, just as I was from the very start. Focus on what truly holds importance, and do not let discouraging voices pull you away from the truth. Come to me with an open spirit, my precious one, and discover a renewed sense of peace and clear insight awaiting you. You might ask why past mistakes or unkind words still weigh on your mind. My cherished one, with every gentle act you perform, my affection reaches wider. Keep letting your inner glow shine, and walk within the fullness of my grace. I am stirring something inside you because an essential truth awaits your full embrace. A new direction, a fresh goal. These are plain to see, but they ask not for a doubtful nod, but for a complete and sincere pledge. A tentative perhaps will not open the path for the tasks I am prepared to accomplish. When I guide you to step, the moment is exactly right. Delaying will not hasten what I have planned. Your willingness will release it. Do not let fear rule your decisions. Do not let endless thought keep you still. Instead, simply and without holding back, declare, I am ready, and then step ahead. You will not discover yourself alone. I will not leave you to face difficulties by yourself, my child. My way for you is already prepared, my beloved child. The individuals and settings meant to uphold you are waiting. Still, your progress depends on your readiness to move when I prompt, not when everything feels simple, or when every uncertainty vanishes, or when others concur. This is a call to journey alongside me, not to stand apart. I long for nearness, which is why my instruction is clear. I want you to welcome this particular season I have set aside for your existence. What is to come is beyond a simple chance. It holds profound significance for this current period. It asks for a change in your spirit and your actions, to draw near instead of pulling back. So, decide. Choose to bring your entire being into our connection. My beloved child, your devoted attention reveals a heart hungry for truth. You stand at a sacred threshold I've prepared for you. This season calls for wholehearted embrace of the transformation I'm unfolding within you. The moment for your decisive step is now. Return to this message for deeper understanding. With each contemplation, new layers of my purpose will be unveiled. Share it with those who need to hear, becoming a conduit of my light. My presence is constant, my guidance unending. As you step forward in faith, I'll illuminate your path, Rest assured, you are cherished, protected, and deeply loved. My favor rests upon you.